Now we are going to discuss about the different types of use of radio program, radio content for the purpose of betterment of the society, for the purpose of betterment of the different people of the society, and how nowadays government is going to use the radio for the purpose of a specific sector, for the purpose of dealing the issue of uh, Naxalism in the rural, remote or the coastal or the border areas or in the deep forest areas, because in the rural and the remote areas of Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand or the Maharashtra or the Madhya Pradesh or the certain part of West Bengal, it's very difficult to connect with the mass. It's very difficult to communicate with the mass or the people who are residing in the forest area or the residing in the rural and the remote areas. So practically it's very difficult. So because of that, now government is using the service of radio in a different way. And earlier government was giving more relevance and the importance or the focus on the news content or the content related with the social awareness or content related with the different types of social issues, but now government is giving more and more importance and the relevance to the community radio. So nowadays around 450 or more than 450 community radios are working across the country, and especially the government is using the service of these community radio for the purpose of connecting with the mass in the rural and the remote areas, or especially in the areas of Chhattisgarh, especially in the areas of Odisha or the Madhya Pradesh, Jharkhand, Paschim Bengal or the West Bengal, and the similar kind of localities. Because government practically it's very, the people who are residing in such type of areas, they do not have the direct connection with the mass medium, or they are not using the television or the it's very difficult to connect with such people with the newspaper or some other medium, or they are not the literate people. So they are not preferring, or it's very difficult to connect such type of people through the television or through the magazine or the newspaper or some other mass medium. So radio is the only medium, or especially the community radio is the only medium, and through community radio, yes, we can connect with such type of people who are residing in a very different habitat, or they are residing in the forest area or the remote areas, and they do not have the direct connection with the mainstream society, and they are using the different types of language, and their daily routine are totally different from the mainstream society. So because of that, it's practically it's very difficult to connect with the such type of people, and now government is trying to use the service of community radio to connect or to catalyze such type of people, or the people of the downtrodden society, or the people or the tribal society. So government is using the service of community radio to educate the people, to empower the people who are directly not connected with the mainstream media, the mainstream society. So because of that, government is trying to use the community radio as a connecting link between the tribal society or the between the downtrodden section of the society and the government or the mainstream society. So, with the help of community radio, government is trying to empower the tribal society or the downtrodden society, downtrodden section of the society. Government is trying to educate the such type of people. Government is trying to share the all types of information for the overall development of the such type of people, so that they can also use the opportunities, they can also use the information, and they can with the help of such type of opportunities and the information, they can easily connect with the government, with the mainstream societies, and they can become the part of the process of development, and accordingly they can develop themselves, or they can develop the entire society. So, that is the purpose and that is the motto of the government, and because of that government is giving more relevance and importance to the community radio to connect with such type of society and the people, or the people who are residing in the forest area, or the people who are residing in the coastal area, or the people who are residing in the border areas. So, now one more thing, government is also broadcasting different types of news content in the coastal areas, just like the rural and the remote areas, or the tribal areas. Government is using the service of community radio. In the similar way, government is broadcasting different types of news content on hourly basis in the coastal areas, because on daily basis thousands of fishermen is going inside the deep sea for the purpose of for the purpose of their because fisherman is using the sea, or the without the sea the life of fisherman is very difficult, because for the purpose of fishing it is the part of their daily routine to go inside the sea, and using the different types of boat and the different types of tool and the technique for the purpose of fishing and all. So, sometimes because of the fluctuating weather condition in the deep sea, fishermen are facing lot of issues and the problem. So, to save the life of the thousands of fishermen in the coastal areas, government of India is using the service of radio, and why government is using, because in the deep sea there is no any other mode of communication is working, only the radio is the radio is the only medium in the deep sea to connect with the fisherman. So, government is broadcasting the weather report or the weather news on the hourly basis for the fisherman in the coastal areas, so that government can communicate or inform the fisherman about the changing weather condition, and accordingly just like we are moving or we are using the mobile, or for in any situation we are trying to keep the mobile with us, or using the mobile for any kind of information, any kind of communication. In the similar way, a fisherman is using the radio set, or they are carrying the radio set if they are going into the deep sea for the purpose of fishing. So, they are listening the radio on hourly basis about the weather updates, and accordingly they are taking the decision ki yes, now as per the weather reports, or as per the news coming on the radio about the weather reports, they are taking the decision immediately to come back at the coast, or the coastal, or the come back from the deep sea to the coastal areas to save their life. So, accordingly as per the reports and as per the radio bulletin, they are deciding about the movement, about the duration. Yes, I will stay within the deep sea for half an hour or 1 hour, or within 1 hour, So, as per the weather report, radio is informing or broadcasting. Accordingly, fisherman is taking the decision whether we will have to go into the deep sea, or we should avoid the go into the deep sea, because weather condition is changing. So, for the fisherman, radio is very important medium of communication about the weather condition, and with the help of such type of bulletin, radio is saving the life of thousands of fishermen on daily basis. So, for the fisherman, or especially in the coastal areas, radio is playing a very important role. Now, I am going to discuss about the one more important thing which is directly related with the radio. Why government is giving more relevance and the importance to the radio in the border areas. Border areas means especially from Kashmir to Gujarat. Government is trying to establish the more and more radio centers in the border areas, and trying to produce more and more programs into the local dialects, so that government can counter the propaganda of the Pakistan, especially broadcasted by the Pakistani radio stations in the border areas. So, because of that, government is using the heavy transmitter, especially in the border areas, and trying to produce more and more news content, news based program, or the cultural program, or the local drama in the local language, to communicate, to entertain, and to engage the mass with the national issues, with the national interest, and trying to educate the people about their role and responsibilities towards their own nation, so that they can deeply connect, or they can understand their own national issues, their own role and responsibilities as a responsible citizen of the India. And with the help of such type of practices, government of India can easily counter the negative propaganda of the of our enemies, or the Pakistan, or the similar kind of agencies or people who are trying to create the problem in our border areas. So, now radio is also playing an important role in the coastal, especially in the border areas from Kashmir to Gujarat, and government is also using the similar kind of service in the border areas related with the China. I mean, from Kashmir to Kashmir to Arunachal. So, yes, but the more focus, government is giving more focus towards the Kashmir to Gujarat. Yes, government is also using the similar kind of a strategy and the policy for the coastal, for the border areas related with the China, but government is giving more focus in comparison to the Kashmir to Arunachal. Government is giving more focus on Kashmir to Gujarat border areas. So, this is the purpose of using the radio as a tool to connect our own people with the help of radio, and trying to communicate with the people, and trying to connect with the people, and trying to give the positive picture of our own country, positive picture of our own national interest. And with the help of such type of initiative, government of India is trying to connect the people of the border areas in a better way, in a better manner. Now, from the we have already discussed about the coastal areas, we have already discussed about the role of radio in the border areas, we have already discussed the role of radio in the rural, remote, or the or in the development of the tribal society. Now, we are going to discuss about the role of radio in metro cities, how different government agencies are using the radio to resolve the issue of traffic, or to deal with the traffic related issues in the metro cities. So, for this purpose also government uh, and the private sector, both are private radio stations and the government radio stations, and especially the FM channels are using the their radio platform and using the news content or the using the information related with the different types of traffic related issues within the different part of the metro city. And with the help of such type of information, common man is taking the decision, yes, we should move towards the central Delhi, we should move towards the north Delhi, or there is a problem near the there is a traffic related issues near the ITO or some other part of the city, and accordingly they are taking the suitable kind of decisions, and trying to use the suitable kind of um, road, or the trying to avoid the traffic affected areas, and trying to move towards the some other areas, so that they can reach their destination within the minimum period of time. So, in metro cities also people are using the radio for the purpose of utilizing the information on the daily basis to manage the traffic related issues. So, now one more important thing, why radio is important for the law and order enforcing agencies. For the example, why radio is important for the security agencies, or the why radio is important for the police. Traffic police is, yes, because of the traffic management related issues, or the because of the traffic affected areas, yes, traffic police is also taking the input from the radio, or the common man is also using the FM radio, or the government radio, the private radio, and accordingly they are taking the suitable decision to avoiding the traffic affected areas. But yes, police is also using the radio in a different manner, in different way. For the example, police is preparing the podcast. Police is preparing the podcast to change the mindset of different people on different issues. And this is the new initiative of Delhi police, and Delhi police is preparing different types of podcast, and trying to use the podcast on different platform for the common man, so that they can connect with the common man with such type of podcast, and trying to change the mindset of the people. And for that purpose, Delhi police is working in a joint manner with certain NGOs, and trying to use the network of the NGOs, and trying to connect with the NGOs people, and with the help of NGO, they are trying to change the mindset of the different people who can create the problem for the society. So, with the help of podcast, with the help of radio, Delhi police is also trying to use the suitable kind of information, and trying to prepare the suitable kind of podcast or the radio based content for the purpose of changing the mindset of the common man about the different types of law and order related issues within the metro cities, or within different areas. So, that is the reason even the police is using the service of radio. Now, one more thing, different state government as well as central government has already given the permission for the operation of the community radio within the premises of different jails or the prisons. And for why they are government is using the service of radio within the boundary of the jail or the prison for the purpose of prisoners, because government is trying to change the way of thinking or the mindset of the prisoners and trying to prepare the positive kind of content on community radio, especially for the purpose of prisoners, so that during the tenure of their punishment, with the help of radio, they government is trying to motivate the prisoners towards the positive kind of initiative. And now government is using the service of prisoners for the purpose of preparation of the radio program. So, with the help of different types of radio program for the prisoners, government is trying to educate the prisoners, government is trying to motivate the prisoners, government is trying to train the prisoners, and government is trying to use the service of prisoners for the purpose of preparation of the radio program for the prisoners. So, now the radio program within the premises of the jail is especially for the prisoners, by the prisoners and of the prisoners. So, prisoners are writing the program, prisoners are producing the program, prisoners are presenting the programs, and prisoners are listening the programs within the boundary of the a particular jail or the prison, and they are taking the inspiration, motivation, and they are educating themselves, and they are changing their life in a positive manner, and they are trying to change their mindset, and accordingly positive results are coming. So, within the jail, radio is also playing a very crucial or the important role and changing the life of the prisoners, or playing a very crucial and the important role in the whole process of changing the life and the mindset of the prisoners. And because of that, government is initially they started with 3-4 jails of the Haryana, and now the same experiment government is trying to use the service of radio in the remaining central jails across the India. So, this is a major decision taken by the Home Ministry, and it is a very positive result. It is a very positive thing. You are using, earlier we were government were using the service of radio only for the purpose of broadcasting of the entertainment and the news content and the cultural program across the country. But now government is using the service of radio in a different manner, in a different way, and changing the life of people who are residing in the rural and the remote and the tribal areas. Government is using the service of radio in the border areas, government is using the service of radio in the coastal areas, and now in the jail or the prison, and result is very positive. The result coming is very positive, and and that is the reason government decided to educate the prisoners about how earlier they used the service of radio professionals to prepare the program, but now slowly they are including the prisoners in the process of making of the program. Slowly they have trained the prisoners as a presenter, as a writer, and now the prisoners are preparing the program, the prisoners are preparing the bulletin, the prisoners are presenting the program, and it is a very positive initiative and the positive results, and now the scenario within the jail is changing because of the positive initiative, and because of the role of radio, and that is the reason things are changing in a rapid manner, and this is a very very positive input, and Government of India is using the similar kind of service in the remaining part of our country. Thank you.